Well, hello everyone.
Hey guys,
I'm Cymbalta,
and I'm Anthlamar.
and we are
Semantics.
Oh wow, look at that! I got a. That's the priest one. I got the priest legendary.
I heard that one's bad.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's not. It's not good. But
3 mana, summon cast 3 spells in a turn, summon a 5/5 dragon.
yeah,
Okay, I mean you could use it and well I guess okay. So there's a lot of like combo creatures right now with the potential to use Lyra Light Shard or whatever.
mm-hmm.
So you could have a lot of low cost spells and get a bunch of cheap like the benefit to this is that you're getting the value from you're spending your 6 mana, we'll say, on spells. You get a 5/5 dragon, but you also get the effect of those 3 spells.
Uh-huh.
So that I guess is just increasing the value of your card. So it's good in that respect.
Okay. I can see that.
Other than that, I mean the fact that it summons a dragon is great, but I don't unless I mean again I haven't seen any of the cards in the set yet. I don't know if a lot of the priest cards require you to have a dragon in hand. There's not a lot of like, ooh, buff your dragon like this or whatever. So a dragon on the board doesn't do much. It just is like cool and thematic in the fact that priest often has cool dragon cards to use.
Zubot, Menagerie Magician, Zoo Priest is gonna happen.
Zoo priest.
Zoo Priest, I'm calling it now.
We'll see.
Ooh, begin a dungeon run. I get free. Look at that. Okay, so before we get like into it, I think I'm just making sure that's recording. Okay, so before we get into it, let's just preface this by saying that I personally have seen every single card that exists in this new set, whereas Anthlamar,
I have seen none of it. I've kept away. I enjoy the experience of pulling up. I like to do arena, so I like pulling up an arena run, drafting and being like, oh my gosh, what is this card? And then being blown away. And then furthermore, while I'm playing the game, suddenly someone drops this insane card, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then be sad because I lose because I don't know what the card's doing. But so I'll be coming to you with a fresh experience, fresh face to the cards, and Ben will have already seen these, so we'll see what comes of that.
yeah, well, these card packs seem to be quivering with anticipation. See, look, there it goes. So without further ado, we're going to go around the Zuzi, and
So I had the gold color thing. Whoa, whoa! All right, let's see. We're probably gonna take a second because, like, I'm sure many of you have seen these commons and uncommons and stuff, but I've seen none of them. So I'm gonna take a second to read the cards, even if they're like dumb, until we kind of have seen a few of them.
I don't like that.
So let's start at the top. Yeah, wax out of the middle. Taunt Divine Shield. 0/2, 1 drop. I mean, that's a good 1 cost minion. Taunt Divine Shield. It's easy to make, like drop a barrier that they will have to send 2 attacks into or waste a spell on to get rid of. If you're playing like a buff deck, like the Goon Paladin sort of deck where you're buffing all your minions, that's all that just insane value from that kind of a 1-drop card.
But if you're playing that, like, there's those cards that pull a Divine Shield minion from your deck, and you might end up with that instead of Tyrion.
Why would you pull a 1-drop Tyrion?
No, what I'm saying is there's those cards that pull a Divine Shield minion from your
I see.
deck.
I thought you said they pull a 1-drop minion.
No,
Well, yeah, but like,
you would end up with that instead
but there's
of
also
Tyrion.
synergy with Paladin where like if you play a 1-drop minion, give it +1/+1. If you play a Divine Shield minion, give it +1/+1, whatever. Like plus all the buffs. So I think it'll see some play with Paladin maybe. Otherwise, I don't think it's a terrible card. Otherwise, the great stat set for a 1-drop in my opinion. Obviously, it may not be a 2 of in every deck, but it'll see some play, I'm sure. Candle Shot. Immune while attacking. Hunter weapon.
Only 1 attack.
It's only 1 cost weapon, though. Again, not knowing what else is in the set, I look at that and I'm like, I don't know. If there's like buff cards, then maybe, but...
You use the Candle Shot to light your Wax Elemental.
Let's move on. Gather your party. Recruit a minion. Okay, so I've heard that recruit is a new mechanic coming out. I'm not really sure how it works.
It pulls them from your deck and puts them onto the battlefield, but I think that it negates any battle cry that happens, because
Okay.
it just, like, pulls them out.
And it's not like discover, it's just...
No,
you
it's
pull a random
literally
one.
a minion that is in your deck, it pulls it out and puts it onto the battlefield.
Okay. Summon a minion from your deck. Yeah, okay. I guess so. Fungal Mancer. Give an adjacent minion 2/2. Okay, so we've seen this kind of effect before. It's on a 5-drop. So the adjusted stats, you have a 4/4 minion for 5, so that alone isn't great, but maybe that +2/+2 is useful in some combos, so...
It's not 4/4, it would be 6/6. Because it's adjacent, so both sides.
Oh,
Yeah.
adjacent. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. That's really good then. Never mind. It's a pretty good buff. So yeah, you probably see that in a handful of things maybe that need some buffs going on, some buff action. Trog Gloom Eater.
We've got a Trog that is actually a
God.
stubborn gastropod.
Oh god. Oh, it's a 5-drop. No, this is okay. This is fine. That's fine. I'll allow someone to play that. That's gonna be hard to remove though. That's probably gonna have decent value for 5-drop.
Hex target.
Yeah, you're gonna force your opponent to play a removal card against that. I almost guarantee, unless you have big minions. But then you're sending a big minion into something with 1 attack, and that seems pretty not fun. But all in all, some okay cards I think in there.
All right.
Keep moving.
Moving
Yeah,
right
54
along.
to get through. Hopefully after the first a couple packs, we'll start seeing some of the same commons, and you won't have to hear us droll on for too long. Dire Mole. Okay, I'm in love. Okay, yes, I love the mole. I don't care what it's at. It's a 1/1/3. That's good stats for a 1-drop. It's like our Northshire Cleric, but it doesn't heal, but it's a mole, so that makes up for it, I think. Arguably better than a Northshire Cleric because it's a mole.
True. And it also won't get you to fatigue because of healing mechanics.
You're right. Yeah, Northshire Cleric, bad card, don't play it. Kobold Tournament. Choose a basic totem and summon it.
I like that.
You choose a basic totem and summon it.
Yes.
All right,
you
that's
choose
pretty
one.
good. 2-drop, 1/1, get a totem. So yeah, you're guaranteed to get your four stats out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, it's probably gonna be seen in Totem. I remember, like I said, I was talking about Totem Shaman earlier this week and how much I love Totem Shaman. Maybe we'll get some Totem synergy back in the game.
Well, I mean, you're getting a free totem. Because, like, well,
Right.
or rather, you're getting a free 1/1.
Yeah, you're getting a free 1/1 with your Totem.
And it's the totem that you want. So, I mean, that's basically going to be the spell power totem.
I'm sad that there's not a Kobold tag, and like there's not like I'm realizing this, that there's probably not gonna be things that interact with Kobold cards.
I wish.
Let's see, Lesser Sapphire Spellstone Shaman card. Summon 1 copy of a friendly minion. Overload 3 mana crystals to upgrade.
And you can upgrade it twice to summoning 3 copies of a friendly minion.
Cover it real quick.
Huh?
Cards with overload limit. Okay.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
So you say when you play it, you get to choose to overload it, or while
no.
it's in your hand.
It's while it's in your hand. Overload 3 mana crystals, and you will upgrade it to the next version.
Okay. And the next version is summon 2 copies. Or
Yes.
something?
And then the final version of it will be summon
it's 7
3.
mana. Okay.
That's the way that all the spellstones work. They
And
upgrade
it's-
when you meet the criteria while they're in your
Oh,
hand.
it's a spellstone. So this is one of the fancy spellstone cards.
Yes.
Nice. So you pulled so 7 mana. You upgrade it. So each time you upgrade it, it costs a 3 overload.
No, the 3 overload is the criteria to upgrade it. So like when you play an overload minion,
Oh, I gotcha.
the cost will always be 7.
So you'll have to have it in an overload deck. Gotcha.
Yes, basically.
All right, I like that. Summon 3 copies of friendly. That's gonna be cool for some cool wombo combos going on. Let's keep on going. Sewer Crawler. I see he's skinned himself a crocodilisk. I used to call him crocodilisks. I don't know why. Crocodilisk. Battle Cry. Summon a 2/3 giant rat. So that's 3/4 for 3. That's good stats, I guess. Get a wide board if you need it with it.
Zoo.
All over, solid, classic or basic card, I guess. Guild Recruiter. Recruit a minion that costs 4 less. So pull a minion that's 4 less out of your deck. I'm liking this recruit mechanic. I think that's going to see some cool decks come out of that.
I feel like it synergizes a lot more with Death Rattles than Battle Cries.
Well,
but,
yeah, obviously. And the battle cries for sure don't work with recruits.
That was what everyone was saying. I haven't seen anyone play it though, so I'm not sure.
Well, we'll find out, I guess.
Alrighty.
I like it.
Moving right along. Only 53 more packs.
I like the glow when the pack opens. It looks like you just pulled a legendary.
Woo!
Alright, Arcane Artificer. Whenever you cast a spell, gain armor equal to its cost. Alright, Mage just needs armor apparently. Otherwise, it's a pretty okay 1-drop.
I'm hoping.
If you need armor, it is an elemental, so it's a good elemental proc. For elemental mage decks coming forward. I just don't know if there's use for armor for mage yet. Maybe I'll find cards that do that.
Well, there has been word on the street that they are
The mean streets?
considering. Yes, the mean streets of Gadgetzan. I heard, Jade Lotus person tell me that
Those jerks.
Ice Block might be moving to the Hall of Fame, and so this
Ooh.
might help give them some survivability back. But that wouldn't happen until after this.
I don't know. If I'm slamming into a mage face, they're not going to be able to... That puny armor is not going to do anything for them.
Unless they play like Pyroblast or something.
They don't have that ice block to save them. They're going down.
Lesser
So this
Amethyst
is another one of the
Spellstone.
Okay, so we've got 2 of the Spellstones. Lifesteal. Deal 3 damage to a minion. Take damage from your cards to upgrade. So as you damage yourself with your cards, you upgrade it, I assume, from 3 to 6 to 9?
I would assume, yeah. So that can be up to 9 damage. And
Yeah.
I mean, with Flame Imp and things like that, it's...
Yeah. And the fact that this one's only a 4 cost, as opposed to the last one was 7, so dealing 6 damage even, that's already value for your 4 mana. So getting 9 mana, or 9 damage for 4, that's effectively a Pyroblast for 4 mana. You can get some cool effects going
And
there.
because it's lifesteal,
Yeah, so
you're going to heal the damage back.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool card. Let's see. Silver Vanguard, recruit an 8 cost minion and 8, so specifically an 8 cost minion. It is a 7 drop.
With 3/3 stats.
3/3, right. So essentially you're getting, again, I'm seeing the theme here, you're getting a minion, and then you get some extra stats. So last case it was like you get a totem and a 1/1 minion. This one's you get an 8 cost minion and a 3/3 on the side. This is kind of cool. It opens up, so you get an 8 drop on turn 7, and then an 8 drop on turn 8 if you want it, assuming you have a couple 8 drops in your deck. Or you could play a combo deck where you have a specific 8 cost minion you want to target, and this just gives you 2 more copies of that single minion. So I could see that being a way that's played. And it's got 3/3. It's not like it's a 1/1 7
But
drop.
still,
It's
like...
a couple. I mean, you're getting an 8 drop minion out of it.
I guess...
I think it'll be seen like coming from Pokemon. It's all about you have tons of search, you have tons of draw, you have tons of ways to access the resources in your deck at all times. With Hearthstone, you're either drawing them or you're discovering things. So I think I see that as a consistency card to a deck, where you're just literally adding up to 2 more copies of an 8 drop you have in your deck for 1 less mana. So I see that as actually a pretty decent card, and you get the bonus of having 3/3 on the board. We'll see if it gets played. I don't know. That's just my thought.
I don't like it. But
Ooh, and that's all classes. Okay. Moving on. Druid, Ironwood Golem, Taunt. You have 3 or more armor. Only attack.
which I mean that'll work really well with Malfurion and the Pestilent because he can give himself up to 4 armor with his hero power.
Yeah, but this looks like a really good tempo play. If you're not playing like a ramp druid, seems like a pretty solid 4-drop for the stats. Like it's a good 4-drop anyway. It's not like oh my god, it's got 7 attack and 8 health or whatever, but decent attack. It is a taunt, and the fact that it's taunt means that it's okay if it can't attack. Like if your opponent has a board over you, then you're not gonna be attacking a lot probably. You'd rather have your taunt minion just kind of sit there. But I think it's a great card. And it's common too.
More importantly, I really like the card art.
Yeah.
Like I think it's really pretty, and that like jade glow off to the side, it's very telling.
Yeah.
And we've seen this one already.
Yep. He's a hermit.
Oh my god. This is gonna take us 25 years.
Oh, I like this fungal enchanter. What's going on here? Restore 2 health to all friendly characters, so it's for 3 for 3/3 and restore 2. Pretty cool.
And he's got a stylish hat.
Yeah. Maybe if there's some more healing combo mechanics in Priest or another class that could see some play. If nothing else, it's like if you have like you're a druid or something like that, or like big health minion deck, help you survive a little bit more. Kobold Apprentice, deal 3 damage, randomly split among all enemies.
It's that like
on a
bombing
3
squad
drop. Yeah.
goblin thing, only
What were the stats on that one though?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I'd have to look at that other card, but it looks either similar or worse.
But let me tell you something, and this is the criticism, like Famous Jake had this criticism of this card, and I wouldn't have noticed it without him, but I have to agree. We're dealing 3 damage, but he has 4 beams coming out of his fingers. Why is that a thing? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, see,
Well,
it's
only
not
3
you're not
damage.
counting the beams of energy. You're counting the space between the beams. That's where the damage comes from.
I don't know if I buy it.
Because so once 2 of the beams get to you, they arc together to form 1 beam. So the space in between, that's the damage. That's what we're talking about.
So Hungry Etten.
Yeah. I see taunt 10. Oh wow, 10 health for. Oh god, this reminds me of Attack on Titan. Ooh, I watched the 2nd season of that, and it was not where I
I
expected that
haven't
show to
seen
go.
it. I haven't seen it yet. Don't
Pretty
tell me about it. Spoilers.
So taunt, battlecry, summon a random 2-cost minion for your opponent. So we've seen this before with like Hungry Dragon, things like that, where your opponent gets something Dirty Rat, although Dirty Rat has the benefit of pulling something out of their hand that they might need to play at a certain time, or have a battlecry. But random 2-cost minion, I don't know what kind of 2 drops we have in this set, but I'm sure that that's honestly fine to give your opponent. On average, I'd assume most 2 drops aren't that great. And for 4/10 with a taunt, that seems pretty good for a 6-drop.
Okay, I can
Um,
see it.
yeah. It passes the stat test.
Hmm.
Stat test I like to think of as your attack and health combined should be double your mana cost +1 at least to have a good kind of value minion. So in this case we got 14. 6 times 2 is 12, so you're already 2 above that. And being a top minion having that 10 health stat, that's pretty great, especially on turn 6. So, and I mean obviously they can throw that 2 cost minion into your Etten, but if it's a 2 cost minion it's probably going to have 2, maybe 3 attack. Or be one of those weird 2-drops that has like, I don't know, 5 attack for some reason.
Or it could be Stubborn Gastropod.
Or it could be a stubborn gastropod. But then hey, yeah, no, that's bad.
Yeah, it's awful.
But I like the card. It's a rare, so cool. Sneaky Devil. I love imps. I don't know why. Like of
I
all
love
the
this
demons,
card art.
of all the demons, imps really speak to me.
And look at how well he can accessorize. Like 3 earrings in each ear, and
You're
a
not
little.
an imp if you don't have 7 earrings.
7. He only has 6.
We don't talk about the other earrings. They're called earrings, but then
Okay. Well,
stealth. Let's see. Your other minions have +1 attack. Oh, okay. 2/2 for 4.
I like it.
Yeah, good.
I mean, it gets cleared easily by like a volcanic potion or lightning storm or things like that. But
I don't
or
know
Shadow
if
Word
I've
Horror.
seen many demon tagged cards not in Warlock.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you were correct. I haven't
That's
seen many of them either.
But if nothing else, another demon to go along the Warlock arsenal. Maybe you get your Shadow Reaver Gul'dan. That'd be a good one to pull, I guess, on Shadow Reaver.
It definitely would be a great
Especially
one to
if
pull
you
on
have
Shadow Reaver.
some of your Doom Guards. Is that the charge one? Yeah, you pull that and some Sneaky Devils. Yeah, they're a Sneaky Devil. Toothy Chest. I like it. Mimics. At the start of your turn, set this minion's attack to 4. Okay, so it's like a validated Doomsayer light.
Exactly. It's like
So
one
it
that you
sits
can
on the board
play.
for a turn. If you hide it behind a top minion, you're gonna get the 4 probably, unless they have some good removal. But decent card, I think. It's not like you're attacking the turn. You have it anyway. It's just if they can trade into it, well, you miss out on the 4 attack. But maybe that encourages your opponent to trade into that instead of somewhere else. But
And I mean, this card art, pretty great.
yeah, so
and
I'm really liking all the card art.
it looks like 3 eyelashes. 1, 2, 3. 3
What's
eyelashes.
up with you and the the 3s?
I don't.
All right, let's keep going.
Oh my goodness, we're only just now getting into the pre-purchase cards. Epic.
Void Lord. All right, there's our boy Hungry Etten. Oh, priest card, I can't wait. All right, let's see. Crushing Hand, Shaman card, deal 8 damage to a minion, overload 3. So, oh wow, that's a great removal card.
Isn't it?
Overload 3, but I mean, you're probably not playing that until
But that
later
helps
game
with the
anyway.
spellstone too.
Helps with your spellstone. Like, they've had Hex for a while, which is good. Gives them a top minion, so you have to like kind of waste attack opportunities into that frog. But otherwise, Shaman's not well known for their. Well, okay, I take that back. They do have a lot of spells that like do direct damage, but a lot of those don't see play. They're not the best. But this is probably going to see a lot of play.
And
I'd
look
imagine.
at this giant fist.
Yeah, giant fist crushing. It's very crushing, very hand. Alright, Void Lord, 9 cost demon, taunt, summon 3 1/3 demons with taunt. That's obnoxious.
It is.
It is, hi, I'm a demon with 3/9. When you kill me, I become 3 smaller copies of myself.
I know. Also, think about it. Like, 1 Void Lord, if you pull that off, well, it could be a good thing or a bad thing for Blood Reaver Gul'dan. Because if you pull the Void Lord, that would be great, but wouldn't you also have the risk of running 3 1/3 demons, and that might push some of your other demons out
Yeah.
priority-wise.
I mean, you've seen how effective Spreading Plague has been. Is that what it's called? For Druid?
Yeah.
You get a 1/5 with taunt. Like, that's very rarely impactful unless you don't have a lot of minions that can clear that 5 attack. 3 is definitely easier to clear, but just having those taunt bodies on the board can be obnoxious for your opponent to deal with.
Incredibly.
So if you resummon those, and oh well, I mean, honestly, yeah, you're right. It does have some counter synergy, so you may not want to play them in the same deck. And a 9-drop. For the 9-drop, the stats aren't that great. You do get the 3 sticky 1/3 taunts, but I feel like I'd rather spend my 9 mana somewhere else, unless, like, a lot of Warlock decks aren't going to be wanting to hang around until turn 9 to drop a taunt minion. They're going to be burning your face unless we start seeing some new Warlock archetypes that are a little bit slower played, more control-y.
I mean, this could work with that Warlock card. It's if you only have 1 card in each, or 1 of each card in your deck, it like summons all the minions from your hand when you play it.
What?
It's like a sarcophagus. I think it was added to Mean Screech of Gadgetzan. I've seen it before. I've never played it. I don't have it.
Shroom Brewer.
It's an Earthen Ring Farseer, but it's a 4-drop.
Alright, that's what that is. Alright, next card. Hungry Etten, we've seen. And Gilded Gargoyle, add a coin to your hand.
Priesty. Hey, that's really
3.
good for Shadow Reaper Anduin because that counts as a card to play.
Oh yeah, true. And if nothing else, you're looking at a 2/2 for 3. That's bad, but hey, if nothing else, you get that coin, and you've made that card a 2/2 for 2, kind of, in terms of overall net value. So it kind of pays for itself a little bit. It's still a 2/2 for 2, which isn't that great.
But the art's cool.
Yeah, art's cool.
I like the contrast of the blue with the yellow.
Yeah.
It's a pretty card.
Moving on.
Alright, and now we're into the pre-order stuff. So we're gonna...
Oh, there's our first Zola the Gorgon. Choose a friendly minion, add a golden copy of it to your hand.
I love that.
Ah, jeez. It's 3 mana, so you can get some cool combos.
I love that.
You can pull back another legendary. Like, oh hey, you didn't kill my Tyrion yet. Here's my.
Well, here's
Tyrion.
what I'm thinking. Elemental, with like Blaze Collar and things
Gross.
like that.
Yeah. Anything in that 7 mana or lower range, you can get some pretty nasty.
Other things that I'm thinking, Quest Rogue, where they have to play minions.
Oh no. All right.
Okay, well, I just accidentally hit the spacebar and I didn't realize that's what would happen. Quest Rogue is what I was talking about. Because it could play, you have to play minions of the same name.
Oh yeah, that will probably go in Quest Rogue, you're right.
Well, that was silly.
Alright, we have 1 new card in Kobold Librarian. Oh, he's so cute. Oh no, he's burning the books.
I know.
He's burning the books.
Draw 1 card, deal 2 damage to your hero. That's literally designed for the spell
It's
stone.
a 2/1, so goes with the
There was
aggressive.
one in the previous turn, or in the previous draw as well, that did 2 damage to your hero.
Okay.
It was another demon.
Well, I hope we see it again.
I'm pretty sure that we will. I think it was a common.
Epic. Alright, evasion rogue card. Is that a kobold?
It's a secret. Secret mage. Or
Oh,
a secret rogue.
Rogues haven't had secrets yet.
They
right?
haven't. There's
So,
3.
Interesting. After your hero, I don't want rogues to have any more weird, like, tricks up their sleeve.
Don't worry, none of them
They're
are...
obnoxious enough as it is.
This is like a workable version of Ice Block that's not
Let's see.
super
After your
overpowered.
turn takes damage, become immune this turn. So, the first time they attack you, that's alright. That's that seems okay. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. I don't know. Thinking about the Ice Block Mage stuff, it's like, well, they got rid of one problem. They tried to see how balanced this will be. Who knows? Shifting scroll. Each turn, this is in your hand, transfer into a random mage spell. Huh.
That would work really well with that elemental that gives you armor based on your spell.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if I'd play that. Like, if you're playing the minion that gives you armor for your spells, you're probably gonna want, and if you need that armor, you're probably gonna play a more reliable source of mana numbers for armor, because that's very RNG.
My question is for Quest Mage, does this count as a spell that started in your deck?
I don't know. Good question. The cards start in your deck, but
Right. I'm not sure. But it's like Shifter Xeris only as a
Yeah.
mage spell.
Right. I don't know. That's interesting. Lesser Diamond Spellstone. This is the priest. Oh, this is the card that I was told was bad, not the weapon.
Yeah, resurrect 2 different minions. Cast 4 spells to upgrade.
Yeah, so you cast 4 spells and then you pay 7. So what I had heard about this is one of the only cards I had heard about. What I heard, so you can only play this on turn 7.
Uh-huh.
So by turn 7, you're expected to have played 4 spells and at least 2 minions in order to get the full effect of this card. So that means turn 1 through 6, if you're playing on curve, you're playing those cards on curve. If you have those cheap priest spells, like you play, oh look, here's a Powered Shield, here's a Shadowward Pain or whatever, yeah, those are a little bit cheaper, so you can probably get a minion and a spell in there, but at that point you're playing really weak minions as well.
Right.
So would you get the effect of that on turn 7? So you're definitely probably not playing this till later in the game, which is fair, that's fine. Whatever, that's fine.
it could work in...
Yeah, there are Resurrect Priest decks, which I love.
Well, I was going to say it could be something that you could even throw into Big Priest if you're getting like the 1/1 copies of Yshiraj and things like that. You
Yeah.
could...
Oh yeah, true. I don't remember how many. I guess most of their deck is spells.
Yeah.
Anyway, because they can't be minions. Yeah. Okay. I think it will find its niche.
Dragon Priest! Hoarding Dragon.
Give your opponent 2 coins. That's weird. 2 coins.
I mean, it's good stats.
Yeah, it's great stats, but give your opponent 2 coins. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's a great 4-drop. We'll see though. And it's all classes too, so you put in like Dragon Paladin if that's still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're... What other dragon archetypes are there?
Dragon
could they be?
Priest.
Yeah, Dragon Priest, Dragon Paladin. Anyway. Unidentified elixir. Give a
I'm
minion
looking to see what the other...
+2/+2 gains a bonus effect in your hand.
It could either be Rattle, return this minion to your hand, Lifesteal, Divine Shield, or summon a 1/1 copy of it.
Gain a bonus effect. So while it's in your hand, you choose...
When you draw it, it gains a bonus effect. So
okay,
it's
you don't
unidentified
choose.
when you put it into your deck, and when you draw it, it has an effect.
Interesting. So, Death Rattle return this minion to your hand. That's okay. Lifesteal. Okay. Divine Shield's fine. Summon a 1/1 copy of it's fine. So really the Lifesteal one is questionable. Divine Shield is probably the second worst out of that. And then of course Elixir Shadow is probably going to be great because you can put it on something specifically. The one that gives it copy, summons a 1/1 copy. Could be seen place. We'll see. It's a 3 cost, so not too expensive for a very good buff. +2/+2 and get you some bonus goodies. Here's our Librarian, our Crawler. Alright, here's the Druid Spellstone. Deal 2 damage to a minion and gain 3 armor to upgrade. So you gain 3 armor, you increase it. So 2, 4, 6,
For
I guess.
one
For 1.
cost.
Yeah. I guess Druid doesn't have a lot of single target removal. So that helps. But even then, it's a max of 6 damage, I guess. Assuming it's 2, 4, 6. I don't really know. I don't know. One mana, I guess it's good in like a miracle version of Druid if you have your Auctioneer or whatever, but as at face value, it's not that impressive in my mind.
It is 2, 4, 6. You were correct.
Yeah. Possessed Lackey. Recruit a demon. 5 mana, 2/2.
But here's the thing: are you?
Again, this kind of is pushing me towards is Warlock going to get that sort of control-y archetype where you can afford to play these bigger drop minions that aren't that interesting on
But
face
here's a
value?
good thing.
What's up?
Recruiting a demon from Warlock decks, that means that you'll be able to pull like Succubus and things like that have a negative effect
True.
when you play them, like
True.
discard, and you can. I mean, if you use
Yeah,
that,
I can see that.
if you pull a what are those called?
Doomguard.
Yeah, that one. If you pull a Doom Guard, I mean,
get
it has
charge.
charge, and you've bypassed the discard too.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. But again, unless you're playing a Warlock deck that's looking to hang around till turn 5 to be playing stuff like that. I mean, yeah, obviously Zulok doesn't win in 4 turns all the time, but that definitely is leaning towards more like a late game sort of play, later game sort of play, in my mind. Kobold Illusionist, Death Rattle, summon 1/1 copy of a minion from your hand.
This
Rogue,
also helps
why
with
are
Quest
you
Rogue.
so nasty?
More
3,
Quest
4.
Rogue.
I need to start playing Rogue, just to get my mind around all the nonsense they can pull, because I like nonsense. Nonsense is pretty good. Got an epic. Alright, so Flanking Strike. 3 damage to a minion, summon a 3/3 wolf for 4 mana. That is great value.
Isn't it?
Gotta love Hunter cards. They always get those really great value cards. That's why.
And there's a
mid-range
reason
Hunter
for
is a
this.
thing.
There's a reason for this, but I'm not going to tell you until we see more cards.
Okay. Go to Gargoyle, we've seen Candle Shot, we've seen Crushing Walls. Destroy your opponent's left and right movement. Oh, this is actually another card I think I had seen somewhere. 7 mana, some more straight. Hunter likes their kind of RNG removal kind of stuff.
They do.
Destroy your opponent's left and right movement. Interesting. That's that's pretty strong. 7 mana. Kill commands what? 5 mana? 4 mana. Or is it 3 mana?
3.
I'm crazy. It's 3.
It's
Never
3
mind.
mana for 3 damage, or 5 if you have a beast.
And then the one that kills a random minion
Deadly Shot is 3.
is 3. Okay. So
It's expensive, but
yeah, maybe a little expensive, but definitely
it makes
powerful.
your opponent have to call into question their placement.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. Actually, I don't know, because people against Hunter, you already try to put your weaker minions to the side of stronger minions, or no, you put your stronger minions to the side of weaker minions because of whatever the one is that does like 4 to the middle one and 1 to the ones next to it or whatever.
I'm not sure
So,
what that is.
I guess I kind of like inverts that. Green Jelly, then your turn summon a 1/2 ooze with taunt. That's pretty cool. Stick that behind some top minions and start making jelly.
Yeah, I can see druids using this when they've got a spreading plague down.
After they've already spread
after they
plague, I guess.
spread plague, they can just.
I
throw
mean,
this.
at that point though, they don't have a lot on the board that can do a lot of damage, so.
I know, but if they're just like taunt walling.
Yeah, and then slowly start adding some big minions behind it, because that's, yeah. Mayhaps. Mayhaps.
Hey, that's the name of my druid.
Is it Violet or Violent? It's Violet Worm.
Violet Worm.
Summon 7 1. Oh, it's an Ixia.
Basically, except
Except on
it's a
Death Rattle. But
and
it
it
literally fills your board.
Could you imagine this with a like attacking face with like a knife juggler or something? So I mean, you would only get 6, but just
Hey, all I'm saying is you play that 7 drop, so you have a 3/3 on the board. It pulls out your Violet Worm, and then they kill your 3/3 and your 7/7. That's 10/10 on the board for 7 mana, and then you get 7 Worm Grubs. Like that's why that 7 drop is really good. That I was talking about.
That's perfect.
And that's not even. What do you mean perfect? You literally play the 7 drop and it gets that.
I know, but
if
that's
you
like
don't have,
if you only.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
I mean, or you play other really good 8 drops.
True.
But that's an example of how that 7 mana card could be played and be decent.
We've seen all of these. Barkskin.
Give me a 3 armor. Or sorry, give me a 3 health and gain 3 armor on 1 mana. That's really good value.
That's an automatic upgrade on your spellstone too.
For 1 mana, yeah. But your spellstone's already underwhelming as druid in my opinion. But you're right, it is automatic upgrade. So boom, you can do 4 damage. Rare. Oh my, I don't like that. The Feral Giver. Anyway, Sonic Probe. Ooh, another priest card. I like that art. Oh my god, that dragon's doing some weird nonsense with that. Warrior? I don't know. Copy a spell in your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. More of the copy cards stuff, which Priest has been kind of trending towards, which I like.
But it's better than I find it better than Mind Vision.
Oh yeah, because it's copying specifically a spell, and people only bring spells if they're good, generally speaking. So that's a 1 mana card. So essentially, you're playing a spell from your opponent's deck at cost +1. It's also another low drop spell, so that can help with your spellstone, help with your. That's a good card to put in like Kazaka's decks right now, because it's a single card you can put that also gives you another spell that will be powerful that is not in your deck. It allows you to do Lyra, Sunshard nonsense still. And actually that will, you play that with Lyra, you get a spell for playing the Sonic Probe, and then you have another spell. You have 2 spells then you can play to potentially generate more spells with Lyra, so that's a fun little combo there. Cursed Disciple, summon a 5/1 Revenant, so it's a 4
mana for 10/2.
Yeah, for 2 5/1s. Alright, so the thing about 5/1s, they can be cleared by like little minions. So
they can be pinged with a mage hero power.
I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe if you buff it, maybe if you have a taunt wall and your opponent doesn't have easy removal, then you have a nice statted minion. But I don't think it's overall a great card.
Okay, but what about turn 8 Curse Disciple and Kooky Chemist?
Okay, you have a 1/5 and then it dies and becomes a 5/1.
I know, it's yeah.
Dire Molt, great card. Feral Giver. I hate this art. What is this? What's going on here? After this minion attacks a hero, add a copy of it to your hand.
Quest Rogue.
Oh god, you're right. Oh jeez. I don't know how I feel about that. That's terrifying.
Love the art. There's little spiders.
That's what's terrifying about it. Alright, Kobold Barbarian. Start of your turn, attack a random enemy. Alright, good stats though for 3. Probably see play in Warrior deck. If you play it on curve, you're probably hitting something that's not killing it, which would activate a lot of the Warrior cards which need damaged minions. So, I can see it. Nothing else, good stats.
43! Oh my god, this is gonna take us.
Ooh, another legendary. Don't touch spacebar.
Oh, this is the one.
Another Warlock person.
Yeah,
Death Rattle, add the first seal to your hand.
So it adds the first
6
seal
mana.
to your hand when you play it.
What's the first seal do? Let's see what this is.
I'll show you. Summons a 2/2 demon, adds the second seal to your hand.
Oh god.
Which that will then summon a
Well, the first seal is
3/3
5
demon.
mana though.
Right, they're all 5 mana,
Okay.
I think.
And then the second seal does what?
So second seal, 3/3 demon to your hand. Then you get the third seal. You just like keep getting these seals, and then, oh gosh,
I don't see the benefit yet. These are really expensive cards for not a lot of value. Do you
yeah,
just win the game if you play 10 of them?
basically. You keep going. I'm trying to figure out where the Rin.
So what's the final seal? What number is it?
Final. I think it's 5. And then you get a minion that destroys your opponent's deck.
Ah.
Yeah.
Battle
Azari the
Cry,
Devourer is a
destroy
10,
your
10,
opponent's
10.
deck.
Destroy your opponent's deck.
So you have to play 25 mana and you're Ren the Disciple for 6.
Yeah. Well, so 6
Jeez.
plus 25 plus 10.
Why do you?
5,
add
10,
it to your
15,
hand.
20, 25.
So summons 6/6 and adds that to your hand.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. So 25, 30, 41 mana,
Mm-hmm.
which you can start on turn 6. So on turn 7 you can do 1. On turn 8 you can do 1. On turn 9 you can do 1. On turn 10 you do your last 2 seals. So on turn 11 you can do this at the earliest, unless you have like extra coin stuff or something. Like if you go second and you keep your coin until turn 9, you can do it a turn earlier. Or no, because if you do that, you'll just be playing 1 seal on your 10th turn, and then be done. So you can win on turn 11 with this deck. You have to survive. Oh, so control Warlock. This is literally what I've been saying.
Yeah, control Warlock.
Why are they giving us all these like weird cards so you can build a control Warlock deck? Well, is that good? This is why you'd play that. So I would have to see the rest of the Warlock cards, but maybe it's a deck you would have to be able to survive is the only.
But that's gonna be
thing.
a fun effect. Like if you can actually pull it off to destroy your opponent's deck. Like, come
And guess what? We have the silly card, so we can make some decks and show you guys how that happens, or if it happens.
So excited.
Fungomancer scene, Green Jelly scene, Boisterous Bard. Give your other minions +1 health.
Hey,
and
that
Battle
could be a
Cry.
turn 8 play with that other one that was like a 5/1.
What?
The 5/1 that summons a 5/1.
Stop.
I want it to be viable.
Wandering
I like the
Monster.
art.
I'm not listening to you anymore. When an enemy attacks your hero, summon a 3-cost minion as the new target.
So
Summon a
that's
3-cost
it's like the Paladin secret that summons
Yeah.
a 2/1 defender.
Right. There's just a random 3-cost minion. That could be like a bear shark.
That would be best case scenario. Not best case, but it'd be great.
Interesting.
I love a bear shark.
Lots of bear sharks. Another epic. Vulgar Humongous was one of the ones that we skipped. I
Yes,
think.
accidentally.
Let's see. Battle Cry, deal 2 damage to your hero, so that goes with Spellstone.
2/4 taunt.
2 for taunt. Yeah, it's good stats.
So it's like a Voidwalker only.
I mean, obviously the Battle Cry is why it has good stats, because otherwise you're just hurting yourself for no reason. But it synergizes with your Spellstone, I guess. But beyond your Spellstone, you don't really want to be doing that damage to yourself. So, gotta think about that, I guess. Make sure you're building your decks right. Faldori Striker. I just got Legion not too long ago, and I've been playing through, and I've been in Suramar. These Faldori, there's something. They look weird. I don't know. Like, I'm not really that squeamish on spiders or like scenes of like a bunch of spiders, but going through the tunnels there,
Oh, I love
they're a
the
little much.
Faldori.
Anyway, shuffle. Oh god, ambushes. Shuffle 3 ambushes into your deck. When drawn, summon a 4/4 spider.
I wish that the ambushes were in your opponent's deck, because then it would feel like they were the ones that were being ambushed, and then they would be punished for drawing a card.
Well, that's how it used to be. But then they also drew another card.
I guess to replace that one.
So I don't know why they did that. Wonder if there's any other cards that can interact with ambushes in your own deck.
I'm not sure. If it is, it sounds like a rogue thing, and I don't play rogue, so I'm not really sure.
Shrieking Shroom. I like all the mushroom cards. Then your turn, summon a random 1-cost minion. End of your turn. So you can get some value out of it if it sticks on the board for at least a turn. Or, sorry, 2 turns. I'd have to see a bunch of 1-drops. We've seen some interesting 1-drops out of the set so far, so maybe it'll be fine. But
the art. You could get that 1-drop that gives you armor for using a mage spell.
You like that 1-drop, don't you?
I'm just telling you the ones that I remember.
Yeah. Dragulch Jailer. Add 3 Silverhand recruits to your hand. I assume those cost 1.
Yes, they do. There is something... Like, there are several things that buff your Silverhand recruits or do things based on how many you have.
Yeah.
So,
And there's already those Paladin cards that buff minions, like 1-drop minions when you play them. So that could just add to that deck. Or if you're playing your buff Paladin deck and you're giving your minions 1/1 while they're in your hand, hey, a bunch of 1-drops that could be a 2/2, a 3/3, a 4/4, etc., etc.
We've already seen this
We've seen the Trog. Plated Beetle. That's the one I had. That's one of the other cards that I had. It was actually just spoiled for me yesterday, because apparently the flavor text for that one is pretty funny. I don't think we can see it right here, but if you're watching, take a second.
It does something when it dies.
Take a second. Go look at your Plated Beetle's flavor text. Apparently you will laugh.
Wonderful.
2 for 2, or 2/3 for 2. So already great stats, and gives you 3 armor. That's just a good card, period.
It's all classes. It's a beast tag.
Yep. That'd be a good card in Hunter too, I guess, for
Or in
beast
Druid
taggery.
for that's a spellstone charge.
Oh yeah, for armor. Yeah, so that's an instant charge. But again,
Not instant.
the Druid, I thought it was. Oh well, Death Rattle. Okay,
Death Rattle.
true. But playing one card gets you your armor. And we've seen the rest of those.
We
Yeah.
have.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, we've seen this one.
Unidentified Maul gains a bonus effect. Okay, so this unidentified thing, is that something that each class has?
I am not certain. I don't think it's each class, but it is something that happens.
So it can.
Divine Shield, Taunt, Silverhand Recruits, +1 attack.
So give your minions. Alright. So gives them all Divine Shield, gives them all Taunt, gives them all +1 attack, or summons 2/1 recruits.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a solid weapon, 3 mana, 2/2, and you get special buff. But it's definitely one you're gonna want to play with a wide board. So I'm starting to see the Paladin cards are kind of leaning back towards kind of small little tokeny, small little minion sort of things going on. Let sleeping dragons lie. Well, guess what? Here's your sleeping dragon.
And it's got Taunt.
And a whopping 9 mana, 4/12. I'm gonna see this card in Arena, I bet. That's gonna be a pain to deal with.
Isn't it?
That's like Priest can't remove it. 4 attack.
Well,
12.
Priest is going to be using it. Dragon Priest is a thing now.
Well, yeah. I mean, Dragon Priest has always been a thing. Believe me, I'll be playing Dragon Priest.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness,
haven't
wait.
gotten down here yet.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's focus on the Sleepy Dragon. So, obviously, Sleepy Dragon, that's what your bookworm's been talking about. 4/12, great stats.
sleeping dragons.
Well, so great stats, I say. But using my rule I gave you guys a minute ago with the add the attack and health together, multiply by 2, add 1. It doesn't meet that, but you can't really beat 12 health, and 4 attack is nothing to sniff at.
Exactly.
So great card.
And you can
I
always
think.
buff it with something.
I don't know if you'll see it in Constructed, but definitely an Arena card. And I think I had heard somewhere that they were adding cards specifically for Arena this set.
Well, hey, that would be a good
That
one
would
for
be
it.
one of those probably. Sewer Crawler we've seen. Duskbreaker, Priest Dragon. Oh my gosh. I'm drooling over
Look at
here. If
this
you're holding a
art,
dragon,
too.
deal 3 damage to all of their minions. It's a 4-drop. Blizzard, why? Thank you.
I know. Well, here's the thing. Goodbye, Bookworm.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the replacement for Bookworm because Bookworm's going to phase out at the end of this expansion because it's Karazhan.
Well, yeah. Was Bookworm... I thought it was destroy a minion with 3 or less attack.
Maybe so.
I think it is. But still, both are great cards. This is an amazing card. A 4-drop dragon. Deal 3 damage to all... Like, Priest already has a bunch of board wipe. This is just even more. That's great.
I know, and I love the art for
And you
it.
could combo that with, like, Circle of Healing and Northshire Cleric to, like, draw a bunch of cards if you need it. So there's another Shaman Spellstone. So that's good, I guess. I don't know.
Another Hoarding Dragon.
Hoarding Dragon, got that. Gain 6 armor, recruit a minion that costs 4 or less. So that's more ways to get your Spellstone active. That gets 2 pings of it, right? Or can you only upgrade twice?
I mean, it only upgrades twice.
Oh, but you have
but
to
I'm
do
not
it
sure
in 2
if
separate
it's-
instances, probably.
I would assume.
Okay. So even if you gain 6, you'll still have to gain another 3 to upgrade it.
Mm-hmm.
But recruit a minion. So essentially, play a 4-cost minion from your deck and get 6 armor. That's what that reads.
Unless you have minions that cost less than 4 mana. You could end up...
Oh, that costs less. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So that's the central drawback.
And we've
I've
seen
seen the
all
other two.
these.
Yep. Alright, Dragon Slayer. Deal 6 damage to a dragon. Come at me is all I have to say. If you want to face me, bring your Dragon Slayers. I'll be prepared to meet you with my Dragon Priest, because that's probably going to be one of the first decks I build with the new cards, because I have a lot of stuff for it already, but I'm not even afraid.
Well, just be ready, because I'm going to play this card with that 3-drop legendary that adds a golden copy of something in my hand.
Do it.
And I'm going to keep
Do
doing that. And then Youthful Brewmaster, I
Do
will
it.
kill all of your
I don't care.
dragons.
I don't care. Yeah, but look how much health it has. I'll blow them up.
Your dragons will die.
Yeah, but if I play my one that does 3 damage to all of the minions, bye-bye, Dragon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Furbolg. Ooh, Furbolg. I don't think we've had a Furbolg card yet. Mossbinder. Transform a friendly minion into a 6/6 elemental. So this is kind of like the hired friend goblin one.
Oh,
Say
big
hello
time
to my little friend.
Racketeer.
Hello. Yeah, big time Racketeer. So it's a 1/1, and you have a 6/6, but you already have to have a minion on the board, but it costs 1 less mana. I don't know. It will give you an elemental, so maybe if there are things that affect elementals already on the board, then maybe it might be good.
Right,
but
but
I don't know. Looking at it right now,
a lot of the elementals, this won't count as playing an elemental for an elemental
but
proc.
like that's what I'm saying. If there are cards now that affect elementals,
Well,
on the board.
there's Frostlich Jaina, which gives your elementals lifesteal.
Yeah, true.
Seen that.
So, yep. Benevolent Djinn. End of your turn, restore 3 health to your hero.
Don't forget to tip your Tauren.
2/4 for 3. I mean, yeah, I guess healing is man in my book unless you're
And it is
playing
an elemental
control.
proc.
It is elemental. You're
But
right.
I haven't really seen many paladin elementals.
I have not either. Maybe we'll start.
And there's like, is Ragnaros an elemental?
What? Ragnaros? Yeah. Ebon Dragonsmith. Another dragon. Reduce the cost of a random weapon in your hand by 2. Well, there's only one weapon in Priest now.
But all classes have weapons now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's only one weapon in Priest. I'm looking at this dragon. I'm thinking Priest. I love Priest.
Mm-hmm.
2 shifting scrolls. So you have 3 of those now. That's some dust. You got 3 sticky devils, I think, now too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Dry Whisker Armorer. For each enemy minion, gain 2 armor when you play it. 2 armor. I mean, it's more armor stuff for warriors, I guess. It's okay stats. 2/2 for 2. Pretty mediocre.
There's a lot of armor synergy in this set.
Alright, well
with
then
warriors.
that would probably be a good card for warriors. Oh, we haven't seen this spell, son. Add a random mage spell to your hand. Play 2 elementals upgrade.
Mm-hmm. Elemental mage.
That's a
That's
thing.
why I wanted to open Frostlich Jaina, but I never got her.
That's like your, not Bespelled Grimoire, that's from another game I play. Cabalist Tome.
Yes.
But for much less mana.
Fungal Enchanter.
I like it. Ebon Dragonsmith,
seen.
Crushing Hand, Guild Recruiter, seen that. Drygold Strailer, seen that. And Iron Golem. Alright, we're starting to hit the packs where we don't have to talk a bunch.
I
You
know.
just look at
Isn't
some
that
cards, yo.
wonderful?
Ooh, I heard an epic. Ooh, golden rare. What do we get? Explosive Rune Secret, like the Goblin. After your opponent plays a minion, deal 6 damage to it, and any excess of the hero. Alright,
I like it.
that'd probably be good in an aggressive mage deck.
It always reminds me of when I played Skyrim, and I would put like runes down, and then I would lure enemies over it, and just.
You monster.
Yeah, that is me. Yes, I am a monster.
Corridor Creeper, I like the giant worms going on. We had the Violet Worm, or Violent.
I saw this crazy video the other day of this like centipede worm thing. Like it was from like in some Asian horror film, and she had like the worm had like the face like it had a giant
Oh,
head,
I think you showed me that.
and the legs and the arms,
Yeah,
and
I
they
had seen
ran
that.
around.
Yeah, you
like
showed
it
me
was
that.
very creepy.
Corridor Creeper costs 1 less whenever a minion dies while it's in your hand, so a free 5/5 in theory, or a cheap 5/5. Nothing great, nothing horrible. Probably put 1 in Hunter maybe to get a cheap beast. Like if you
I
summon
could
a lot
see
of,
that.
if you, like you play Call on the Hounds or Summon the Hounds or whatever.
Unleash the Hounds.
Unleash
Yeah,
the Hounds.
definitely. That would be
Ping,
a
ping,
good.
ping, ping, ping. There's your
play
Corridor
style.
Creeper. And if you have a cheap one of those, that's a great target for your Houndmaster. We have seen most of those. Cheat Death. Secret, when a friendly minion dies, return it to your hand. It costs 2 less.
Yet another
Ugh.
rogue secret,
That's pretty good.
and it'll be more quest roguey.
Yeah, I mean, you don't control that unless you only have one minion on the board. And if I'm not mistaken, you can't gain the effect of a secret the turn it's played, but I guess the following turn, if they don't kill anything, you can choose what dies. So maybe
But
that's
if you
okay.
can get the, it says until an action appears on your opponent's turn.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
okay.
I was gonna say they could
Okay.
use like Patches the Pirate or something and just.
So secrets can't activate on your turn at all. Okay. I don't play a lot of secrets. I didn't know if that was the case or not, but yeah.
That's why I was able to. Well, I don't know. I was thinking about that game the other day with the ice block.
Alright. To my side. Summon an animal companion or 2 if your deck has no minions. Is there just like Spell Hunter or something?
Well, remember the spell earlier that like deals 3 damage and summons a 3/3 wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's just gonna be like a Spell Hunter deck.
that's what
In
I've.
theory.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that's gonna work.
I mean, obviously those 2 cards do not just make a deck. Got a Golden Common. Ooh, Psychic Stream. Ooh, more priest cards.
Shuffle all minions into your opponent's deck.
Huh. All minions. Yours too.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be good in like Silence Priest, where you can give them your Humongous Razorsaurs and your Ancient Watchers, and they can't do anything about it
True.
unless they have like activators in their deck.
Or like Keening
Um,
Banshee or something.
Yeah, it's another board clear kind of. I mean, it is a board clear again, so it's another board clear tool for Priest. Another control-y card. I mean, I've seen. I'm sure there's some interesting ways it can be played. You could probably put some dead cards in your opponent's hand, although I don't think you'd want to play those dead cards to summon to put into your opponent's hand. But
Right.
I see the most utility immediately in like a Silence Priest deck. I don't know how much play it'll see otherwise. But yeah.
Wonderful. Moving right along. If you're holding any cards that didn't start in your deck, reduce their cost by 2.
Reduce their. If you're holding
Quest Mage.
any cards that didn't start in your deck. Oh, reduce their cost. Okay, I was like, you're reducing the cost of all the cards in your deck by 2? What? But no, that's just in your hand. That's, yeah, 4/5 for 4. That's good stats. If nothing else, you have a solid minion. Yeah, great for quest. Ooh, Twilight Call.
Oh my goodness, look at that art
Summon
with
a
the
one.
dragon. 1/1 copies of 2 friendly Death Rattle minions that died this game. Obsidian Statue
I mean, yeah, if nothing else, it's 2 extra Death Rattle effects for 3 mana.
for your Priest's quest.
Oh yeah, that's a Priest quest card. Oh wow, that's a Priest quest. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, what is that, N'Zoth that summons Death Rattle
Yeah,
minions too?
so lots of synergy there to go into the Quest Zoth deck. Alright, Lesser Pearl Spellstone. Summon a 2/2 Spirit with Taunt. You have to restore health.
So I would assume that it would be 2/2 4/4 6/6.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure.
I would hope so. If it was 2/2 3/3 4/4, that'd be pretty weird.
Let me see. What does it say?
What we got?
6/6. Yeah, it goes up to
4
6/6.
4 6 6. All right. Restore 3 health upgrade. So that's restoring health. I've never liked that effect in Paladin decks. I just don't. I don't think it's worth spending your mana to be healing yourself in Paladin when you could be controlling your opponent or playing a bunch of really good cards to win. So I don't know. Definitely a strong effect to play a 6/6 minion for 2, obviously, and it has taunt, so pretty nice right there. But I'd have to see a deck that uses it before I really kind of get the full gravity of that card, I suppose. Unidentified shield, gain 5 armor, gains a bonus effect in your hand.
The effects are gain 5 armor, then gain 10 more armor.
Okay.
Gain 5 armor, deal 5 damage. Gain 5 armor, summon a 5/5 golem. Gain 5 armor, equip a 5/2 weapon.
Those are all great effects. I can't say
Yeah.
some of the other unidentified objects have all had like great effects. For 6 cost, I think those are all well worth it. So all around, I think a pretty decent card. And if Warriors start seeing more play or what have you, then I think that'll definitely be included.
And there are, we haven't gotten to them yet, but there are things that use the armor like as a resource.
Cavern Shiny Finder. Draw a weapon from your deck.
Weapon Rogue.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, Crows of Sludge, another weapon destroying card. It's a 5/5 for 5. They keep growing. I wonder if we're gonna get like a 10/10 destroy your opponent's weapon card at some point.
Maybe so. I really like this one though, because it's
Yeah.
like.
It definitely looks cooler. I didn't like the red one. It looked weird. And all
I
these
was
other
all these.
Golden
Man,
Cobble.
I am like raking in the Goldens today.
Yeah. Healing Rain, restore 12 health randomly split among all friendly characters.
I love this card
Why?
because as a shaman main
Yeah.
on World of Warcraft and in this game, I love restoring health.
Okay. That's a good reason.
Also, I vaguely remember there's a card that synergizes with it, and I don't remember what it is.
Well,
But
hopefully
it
we
is in
find it.
this. It is in this set.
3 mana though, restoring 12 health. It's pretty good, I guess. All friendly characters, like nothing else. You have 2 things on the board. You're probably gonna get 4 health back to your face. 4 health to a couple minions. Pretty good. But yeah, it's really only gonna be effective with a lot of bigger minions, probably, that are taking hits, obviously.
Friendly characters, because it also can heal yourself.
Yeah, as I said, so maybe you heal 4 to yourself if you have like 2 minions on the board. But we'll see. Crystal Guardian, Taunt, Death Rattle, recruit 2 minions that cost 4 or less. So Sticky, so it's 3/5 for 8. That gives you 2 4 or less cost minions. I mean, Ramp Druid's already a thing, so you could probably, I've seen there was the other couple Druid cards that discover or that recruited 4 or less minion, but you could probably get away with playing a druid deck that plays only minions of 4 or more cost
Mm-hmm.
if you're playing ramp stuff. So we'll see how that gets utilized. Otherwise, it's kind of like, RNG might screw you with that card for 8 mana. I mean, obviously the cost is worth it depending on what you pull.
I just
But
feel like a lot of the druid-specific minions are choose ones, and you wouldn't get to choose if they're recruited, right?
What do you mean?
Choose one, either turn into a 1/2 scarab or a 1/5 something with
Right.
poisonous.
Yeah. So what were you saying?
I was saying, if they're being recruited, do you still get to choose what they turn into? Or is that effect negated and you just are whatever the base card itself is?
I guess you don't get your battle cry. I don't know how that works. I've never seen a Dirty Rat hit one of those in an opponent's hand, because I don't play Dirty Rat and I've not seen it played against somebody. So that's interesting. I would assume it would come out like untransformed or whatever,
Mhm.
and just have the base stats on the card. But who knows? Gem-studded Golem taunt can only attack if you have 5 or more armor.
More
Alright, so
armor
that's- yeah.
synergy.
Those are good stats for 6 cost mana, so I could see that.
Also, I'm loving
the other golem.
this.
So there's like a golem theme as well. I've
Mhm.
noticed the worms. There's a couple other golems.
I really enjoy the way that this is colored.
Yeah.
This fist vaguely looks like the one from the new
It
shaman card.
Probably is the Crushing Fist.
Crushing
to be
hand, I
honest.
think.
Plenty of Candle Shot.
I'm getting tons of this. Possessed
Lots
lackeys.
of lackeys. Wax Elemental, that's the one I was
We've seen
thinking
that
of.
one.
Dark Pact, destroy a friendly minion, restore 8 health to your hero. For 1 mana, maybe. I mean, if you're playing the surviving, like, I need to survive till turn 11 to win with my whatever, whatever her name is, Warlock card, then maybe you need cards like that.
Well, and also,
Uh,
we're being encouraged to play cards that deal damage to our hero.
True. So for 1 mana, it's probably definitely worth it if you're playing that kind of archetype.
Oh yeah.
Plus the art's really cool.
The art is very cool.
I like all the mushroom dudes.
I love the mushroom people.
Wonder if they have a name for that race.
I don't know. I want it to be. I want them to be from Sporgar, but
They should be Creminis.
Creminis?
Yeah, like there's Cremini mushrooms or whatever, and they are Creminis.
I don't. So Raven Familiar.
Yeah, reveal a spell in each deck if you're caught. Oh, so it's like the Elec, King's Elec or whatever. Reveal a minion in each player's deck if you're just higher, draw it.
Is that one of those jousting things from like forever
Probably.
ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't actually play during
Yeah.
that expansion, so I've only heard whispers.
Heard tale. 2/2 for 2, so good stats. It has the whatever scroll in his hands, whatever that scroll card is.
I love scrolls. The shifting scroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Halfway through.
Woo!
Golden rare.
Goodness.
That's probably disenchantable in my mind,
all of those.
especially since you don't play druid. Alright.
Alrighty. And now, number 23.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ooh, here's the hunter one. Spell send summon 2 3/3 wolves. So again, more spell summoning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that going to be summon 2 like 5/5 wolves, or is it going to be summon more 3/3 wolves? Is it going to be summon 2 4 6 3/3 wolves? I would imagine that before it makes the wolves better.
Spells.
And that requires you to play secret, so if you're playing secrets, you're also not playing minions. That's not counter synergy, at least, thankfully.
4. The number of wolves goes up. It goes to 4.
So 2 to 3 to 4. Okay. Playing secrets. Oh, what was the bottom left card?
Sudden
see.
Betrayal. Oh,
We hadn't seen that one
we
yet.
hadn't seen that one yet.
Well, I guess I won't know what the cool new cards do.
It's the other rogue secret. Egg activator.
Alright, Universe Cube destroy from the minion. Summon 2 copies of it. Oh my. Yeah, you can have some fun with eggs, I guess, with that. 4 6 for 5. Pretty even stats there.
That would be good with really any good death rattle.
Yeah, that's like our Moat Lurker, but with insanely better benefit for you if you're the one playing it. Or if your opponent happens to play a detrimental card, then you can punish them, I guess. But pretty cool.
Indeed. Plus, you know, he's like smoking a cigar.
No, that's part of a mace, I think, or a flail. Yeah, it's definitely a flail. You can see the ball and
He's
spike.
smoking a cigar.
All right. If you say so.
Cigar and his brandy.
So we've seen the Priest Spellstone, Stone Skin Basilisk, Poisonous Divine Shield, that's obnoxious on 3 mana, seems about right. That's about all I have to say about that. It's a good poison minion.
I love this card.
Cave
I love this
Hydra
card.
also damages the minions next to whomever attacks. Good use of the correct form of who and whom. That is for all you out there who don't know, that is the object of the preposition. And if you're using an object, you use whom instead of who. So whomever this attacks. Good job,
No,
Blizzard.
they're not using an object. You're using a card. It's a Hydra.
Anyway, it's 2/4 for 3, so that's also really good.
And it also has to deal with placement.
Yeah.
We've got the
Yeah.
crushy wall.
I don't know if you put this in the Spell Hunter deck or not, but
I'm not certain.
oh, some more ooze stuff. What would a dungeon expansion be without oozes? This one even has a candle. Gain the death rattle of a random minion in your deck. That's pretty
Savannah
cool.
High Main.
There's lots of decent death rattles. Yeah, I mean, you can build a death rattle hunter deck. There are
Kindly
cards for that.
Grandmother.
Yeah.
Sated Threshodon.
Yeah, so 5/4 for 6, also not terrible, and you're getting a cool death rattle off of it. A little bit RNG, but whatever. Greedy Sprite.
I
Empty
love this
mana
art.
Crystal. Some more ramp for Druid, so good for them.
I love this
I
art.
love the art too, you're right, it's pretty cool. I like it. I mean, it's more ramp, like we were talking about, playing. I mean, this is a 3 cost card, so it's not in that 4 mana range, but hopefully play them before you pull out all your 4 or less creatures for that deck archetype. But if nothing else, you can put it into more common Druid decks already around that already are a ramp style deck. And I mean,
I wanna make
3/1,
this my icon.
like, it can be traded into easily, but if not, you have a 3 attack minion, so if you have board presence before your opponent, then you can trade that into something.
Well, and Druid also has a lot of cards that like
Buff.
give all your minions +1/+1. So moving right along, we're gonna go card pack number 19. Okay.
So we're at 3 legendaries. We got a couple. Let's see. Lennis' Sun Sorrow. Cast each spell you cast in your minions this game on this one. That is really fun.
For like, yeah, well, think of it, Blessing of Kings.
Yeah, you can get a pretty cool minion there. I would have to look at all the, because Paladin has a lot of buff cards, obviously, a lot of cards to cast. That'll be interesting for sure. We'll have to look through we'll have to look through the Paladin collection to see what all that can be paired with. Anyway, Primal Talismans. Give your minions death rattle, summon a random basic totem. Okay, Totem Shaman looks like it's coming to
I
become
know,
a thing
I'm
a little
really
bit.
excited about it.
I like it.
Which really sucks because Thing from Below is only going to be here through this expansion.
Yeah, don't worry about rotation yet.
I'm worried about it.
We're hyped about new expansion right now. Give your minions death rattle, summon a basic totem, 3 cost. Pretty good. I love cards that give all of your minions a certain death rattle, like the Infest from Hunter.
Spirit Echo.
Yeah, I like all that kind of stuff.
Wonderful.
And we've seen these, alright.
Yeah. Again?
Another Lepic! Dragon Collar Alana. Summon a 5/5 dragon for each spell you cast this game.
That costs 5 or more.
For each spell you cast this game. Okay, so past tense costs 5 more. Interesting. Firelands Portal.
Yes. Pyroblast.
You got your, Fireballs. Or no, Fireball does 6, it costs less than 5.
Flame Strike.
Flame Strike.
Blizzard.
Blizzard, yeah, so that could probably get some decent value. I mean, if you play like 3 of those spells, and then on turn 9 you have that, you've summoned 18 worth of stats for 9 mana. Seems
They
pretty good.
also do have a lot of things that we've seen that reduce the cost of their spells. So you would potentially be able to get those more expensive spells out faster.
I wonder if that would still count for that, if the spell originally cost 5, but you cast it at 3 costs or something like that, if that would count towards your total.
It would, because, for instance, Totem Shaman, not Totem Shaman, I just made that up. Thing from Below, it costs less based on what it is, like how many totems that you've played, but like if you're evolving, it evolves based on the original cost, not what it cost when you played it. And if you recruit something from your deck, it costs as the original
That's
cost.
a little different though. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but that's a slightly different
I think it's the
interaction.
original cost of the spell.
Okay. Sun Betrayal is the card we skipped over a minute ago. When a minion attacks your hero, instead it attacks one of its neighbors. Cool. I like that. Or rather, I hate Rogue. I I need to learn how to play it because they get all these cool cards, and I'm like, wait, what? But yeah. Lone Champion. If you control no other minions, gain Taunt and Divine Shield. Solid for a 3-drop, I guess. Hopefully you've played something on turn 2, though. It'll probably be okay in Arena. That's about all I got for that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Nice. Alright, Call to Arms. Recruit 3 minions that cost 2 or less. So yeah, Paladin's definitely moving towards that kind of tokeny, like small minion sort of feel. Dark Pact we've seen. Violent Enchant we've seen. Kobold Monk. Your hero can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. Okay, so it gives your... Okay. Interesting. 3/6, yeah. I don't see the immediate benefit. I mean, like, against Highlander Priest. Oh no, they can't Anduin me in the face.
Well, yeah,
But they'll
they
just
would just
kill
have to
the
kill
monk and
that.
then go
And
down.
it does have 3 health, so it could be just Shadow Word Pain, or 3 attacks. It could be
Okay.
Shadow Word Pained.
I don't know. It might. I don't see it being played immediately without people being like, oh, what about this deck? So we'll see how that goes. We've seen all of those.
We have.
Crushing Walls, seen all of those. We're coming down to the last couple packs here.
Couple. We have like 12.
Yeah, but we're gonna start seeing a lot of the same cards, yeah. So it's gonna go pretty quick. I love that opening effect.
Isn't it great?
All the gems going everywhere. Yep, seen these.
I can't wait to see how much dust I have.
So I've pretty much got a grasp of most of the commons in the set, so I just need to start
Here's
seeing all
one.
the rares. Scorpomatic, destroy a minion with 1 or less attack. I mean, if we start seeing a lot of like aggro-y decks that have like 1 attack minions, maybe. Kind of like we have the Galactic Crawler and all that. Destroy power stuff. That's I guess a meta card, but at the same time, Galactic Crawler was a 2/3 for 2. This is a 1/2 for 2. And you're destroying a 1 or less attack minion.
And Galactic Crawler got stats for it.
Yes, I don't know. I don't see it.
Egg Activator.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, true. That's fair. I know you like your eggs and your activators for them.
Yes. I don't like them as much as Famous Jake does, but I do have a very big appreciation for eggs.
Golden Common.
Ooh, I'm
Crystal
gonna use that.
Lion. What is that? Divine Shield. Costs 1 less for each silver hand recruit you control. Okay, so if you have like 4 silver hand recruits, you can play a 5/5 for 2. Seems alright, I guess.
Well, and you have that card that puts 3 silver hand recruits in your
Yeah.
hand.
But I mean, at that point, if you're playing silver hand recruits from your hand on the turn you're playing Crystal Lion, you play 3 silver hand recruits, and then pay 3 for your Crystal Lion. We've still paid 6 for your Crystal Lion, but you just have 3 1/1s, I guess, on the board. Which is no different than if they were already on the board, except you've spent 3 mana putting those minions there.
I'm just saying that that's something that you could use.
That is a
for.
true statement, though, you're right.
I didn't say that it was a good strategy.
Who knows, maybe we'll see that happening.
Hey, look, speak of the devil.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen all those
Seen all
guys.
that. We are getting close to being done. That's new.
Ooh. Only you can target this with spells and hero powers.
Only you can hear
So
me,
it's a-
summoner.
It's a halfway sort of thing. Interesting. 3/3. Beast trigger, or beast tag rather. 4 mana.
And it's a unicorn.
Yeah, I guess so. If that's what that is.
Yeah,
Does that classify as a unicorn?
it has 1 horn. It is a unicorn. Just
Would
like,
you call
you
that
know,
a horn? It's like a blade on its face.
a goat that ran its head into the wall and lost one of its horns is a unicorn.
That's pushing it.
I don't think so. It reminds me of this
Wait,
creature.
wait. Is a unicorn actually just a unique horn?
No.
Because they're missing a horn?
No, I don't think that's a thing. It reminds me of Mesmerizes from Final Fantasy VIII,
That's
where it has a...
okay. Yeah, I'll just have to believe you on that one.
See?
Yeah, it looks like a poodle.
But, okay, well.
It's like, yeah, oh, that's weird.
It has a blade on its head, and it, like, throws the... Anyway, we haven't made it there yet. This is new.
Give a minion Divine Shield, draw a card. Hey, look, that's a buff card for your 7-drop legendary. Draw a card. So it's a little bit of card draw, a little bit of Divine Shield stuff. So synergy and Divine Shield decks maybe with some card draw. So that's kind of like the Power Word Shield for Priest. Give a minion a couple health and draw a card. Give a minion Divine Shield. So pretty equivalent to that in Divine Shield or in Power Word Shield sees play. So seen all those. Seen all those. Alright, the final 4.
We're gonna get another legendary.
When's this March? Got all those.
No,
We're
we're gonna
coming
get
down.
another legendary because
Are we?
you haven't seen my favorite legendary yet.
Is that how that works? Seen all those. Will we get a new card in these last 2 packs?
I hope so. The anticipation is
Oh look, we got
killing
5 new cards. Ha 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 ha. Because they're all new. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, well here's the last pack. We finally did it. We made it all the way.
Epic. Is it new? Is it new?
It
Astral
is.
Tiger, Death Rattle, shuffle a copy of this minion into your deck. It's like
So,
wannabe Jade Idol.
You can never fatigue Druid.
Shuffle a copy of this minion. Wonder if it keeps enhancements on it.
I'm not sure.
Cause the Weasel dude does when it goes into your opponent's deck. The tunneling Weasel or Weaseling Tunneler or whatever. The 1/1 for 1.
Mhm.
That keeps its buffs. Maybe this does too, which would be kind of cool. And it's a 4-drop or less. So that's the thing.
Yes, that could be something to summon with that other minion.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, cool beans. Let's go over and see how much dust we have.
The fun part. Watching all the little dustlets fly.
695.
Nice.
Not bad. 99 commons.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew,
Yeah, I
pew.
can't say either there's not a lot of commons in the set or their pull ratios are weird in their randomization.
Alright, well. Thoughts? What do you think about the expansion?
Based on those cards I saw, it looked okay. I'm really excited to see how Arena is affected. I'm really excited about the dungeon adventure. I will have to, again, not having seen many things, the Spellstones are an interesting concept. I've definitely seen some new archetypes that Blizzard's kind of pushing on the players again as they usually do. Where it's like, hey, come play this cool Spell Hunter deck, or come play Dragon Priest again because you love it. And I will because I do. So Blizzard's definitely continuing to push out cards that can kind of get the expansion rolling with like, hey, play these decks, and then I'm sure come 2-3 months from now we'll start seeing some really interesting combinations, if not even within the month. Who knows? I assume with the intelligence and the numbers we have in this community that people will be putting together some pretty interesting decks sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying the cards that I'm seeing. One, because I feel like they're definitely going to shake up the way that things are played. Two, the art is fantastic. Like, really, I think that the artists have outdone themselves with the art for these cards. All the little fungal people are adorable. The kobolds, the spell effects, like, I mean, it all looks really great. Top-notch work. Very happy with that. I wish that I had pulled some more of the warrior cards, even though I don't play warrior, because I kept talking about the armor.
Armor matters.
Well, here's why armor matters. There's one kobold card, I do not remember what it is called, I didn't pull it, so, you know, I can't show it to you, but it summons a minion that costs as much as your armor.
That's pretty good.
And then there's also one that deals damage to all minions based on the amount of armor that you have.
So yeah, some good armor synergy, I guess, for warrior. Alright, cool. Well, that is some pack openings for Kobolds and Catacombs.
Yeah, I'm really excited to like actually make some videos with us playing with these cards and trying to figure out how to work them into already existing decks or just creating our own decks with them.
Yeah, so stick around, see us run some dungeons, see us do some arenas, and see us attempt to build decks and run up the ladder. But That said, I think that about does it for us for today.
Alrighty, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. You can click that little bell icon so that you can get notifications whenever we post a videos. I'm drawing a bell with my mouse right now. I don't know if you can tell. But until next time, I'm Simbalta,
And I'm Ithlamar.
and this has been
Semantics.